Let's go.
Welcome, welcome. The Uncensored Philly Sports Podcast. We back again after another Sixers win. Sixers against the Charlotte Hornets. 118-111. Another great game by Joel Embiid.
Monster.
Tobias Harris. Ben Simmons chipped in. Danny Green actually played very well. 4 for 7 from 3-point. Shake Milton off the bench. Shake Milton off the bench.
Shake.
He can't help himself
ahead.
though. He can't help himself.
Shake got hurt. Shake actually got banged up a little bit, so I'm not going to ride Shake. He got banged up a little bit early.
Look, wait.
He came back.
Ben Simmons chipped in. Danny Green had a great night. Shake Milton. Everybody give everybody all these accolades. Ben Simmons chipped in.
Danny Green hit some clutch buckets though.
No, he did hit some clutch buckets.
Danny Green hit clutch buckets.
He hit some clutch.
Listen, I gotta give props where props is due, man.
No. I ain't saying that you outright hate, but it's just so painful for you to even give him accommodation.
I gave him his props. Well. Just make the layup.
You said he chipped in. Okay.
Make the layup.
Because I'm gonna tell you, it was a stretch in that game when they actually was bouncing back on the Sixers, and they put a lineup in. At first, I wasn't feeling too good about that lineup. It was Thibault, Ben, Howard, Korkmaz, and I think Shake. And I was like, man, what? But the defense, like Thibault and Ben, was tapping everything, and I think they stopped them like 6 straight possessions. They stopped them from scoring. But Dwight Howard, man, sometimes he do some dumb. Why is he trying to dribble the ball up court? Like, bro, catch the ball and give it up.
Dwight Howard been doing goofy stuff all year, like when it comes to the over aggressive fouls, like he he's swinging and slapping balls with his elbows, getting technicals. It's like, bro, like they hip to your game.
Right. Listen, I understand Dwight though, because when you super strong like that, like I'm feeling it, bulls just fly off you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it looks like a foul.
You mean like how I used to do you in the court, and then you always be complaining, you hanging on my arm.
Grab that when you know what I mean? You trying to clear out. It just looked like a foul.
You had Ethan dangling from your arm one time.
Now that's what he going to say. Now he says that ain't what he was saying down Bullhouse.
I mean, my thing with Dwight,
I never complain. I never complain.
For one, Dwight is too strong for his own good. Anybody who got to stand 4 feet back from the free throw line to shoot free throws, let you know he's strong.
He's way wrong with him.
Yeah, he way too.
He ain't got no finesse.
He way too strong for his own good. But with that being said, he still do the extra stuff. He still do. I can't excuse that. I'm not gonna say you strong enough where you just too strong. He still do the extra stuff. I got a feeling I'm scared that's going to hurt us in the game one time where he do something dumb and get a technical or something in the playoffs. But as regards this game, I mean, it was a good. This is what to me separates this team from last year's team. Last year's team, we'd have lost a game like this. I guarantee you. As soon as Charlotte started coming back, we'd have folded like cheap suits, like a lawn chair, and Charlotte would have came back and won the game. We'd have been all with the gas face. But Doc, the way he got this team playing, the way he's teaching them how to win, this is nice. I'm encouraged by what I see. And I'm not scared of the Nets. I know somebody on this podcast that's scared of the Nets.
We'll get to that later. We'll get to that.
And James Harden and Kyrie.
Listen, we'll get to that. We're going to save that.
All right, you're right. I'll come back to that. But let me keep it to the game. Hold on, let me talk about your man. Let me talk about your man, Shake. Because Wayne talked about Shake.
No, you won't go. No, let's not go past Seth to talk about Shake.
No, we're going to get to
man. Since everybody got a chance to do their little opening. Can I do my opening first before you go on something?
No.
Hold the shirt up, Tim, that's sitting on your stomach.
That's pretty good for getting the shirt done and not getting everybody.
All right, so right now we got the Uncensored Philly Sports Podcast shirt. They coming out.
Merch coming soon.
But here's what I want to say is, let's not act as if the Sixers didn't have the identical record that they had going into the game from last year. So it's the same exact record what we had with Brett Brown that we had with Doc Rivers, but it is a different type. The team is different.
Wrong. Last year we didn't have people sitting because of COVID last year.
No, what I'm saying is
it's not the same.
What I'm telling you is the record is the same.
But it's not the same.
But I know it's not the same, but I'm saying the record's the same.
So what's the point now?
But as far as this game, there's issues. We was rolling. First 3 quarters, first 2.5 quarters, we was rolling. We was up by 26 at one point. We have to learn now to close out teams like this because
I can't be concerned about that
if you know you got a game the following night, Embiid and them should have been sitting there with his shoes all resting because we got to take care of Portland. And the way you do that is you get rid of these teams. You pretty much put your foot on their neck and like it's over. And that's my only thing is
this. You gotta understand though. This the NBA.
I get it.
And they young. Make runs. These is young players. They still got. By the way, I like LaMelo Ball. I told y'all I like LaMelo Ball. Is he gonna be a superstar? I don't know. I like his energy. All-star. I like the way he plays. I like LaMelo. I think we had this discussion on here before. I think he should have been starting. He gives that team something, man. He gives that team.
I like energy. The ball boys in general. I think they could ball in general.
Yeah, he get that team a lot of energy, man. So I like him. But it's the NBA. Teams gonna make runs. They just made runs, and the whole thing about is you to stop the run. You need a run stopper. We all know who our run stopper is. That's what they went to, and they got buckets. Actually, Toby got
Embiid and Tobias
both.
Yeah, I'm about to say Toby steps up in that.
That's what you need. You need a run stopper.
It was Seth until the Rona hit. I mean, listen. I might sound like I'm caping for Seth a little bit because I'm a huge, Seth fan. I've been campaigning for Seth for real for the last couple of years, ever since he was balling in Dallas and all that, to get him here. So I'm glad he's here. But with that being said, the last couple of games have been real suspect.
Several games. Several games.
Yeah, I agree. The last several games been suspect. But I mean, I'll say this. I'm thinking about players who had it and came back. Like for instance, we're gonna go to football with Cam Newton. Remember, everybody know the first 4 or 5 games, Cam Newton, he wasn't balling out of control, but he was actually playing pretty well. Then he got the Rona and his season just come. I mean, he ain't looked the same since then. So it could be something with that. I don't know from an athlete standpoint, like Wayne was saying last time, you need your win and this, that, and the third. You don't know what, how adversity that affects you, totally. Nobody know. I mean, this stuff ain't gonna be figured out until years down the line with reverberating, the word of the day,
one thing
reverberating after effects.
But one thing they do know about that is that you do have is something called long haulers, where people have effects that affect them for long periods of time. They don't know how long. So
there you go.
And I mean, he do look like he's laboring out there. So all the joking and stuff we do when we talk about like the rankings of the players on the team. I'm hoping that Seth gets out of that, because I really do think that's affecting him. And to Tim's point, the team is not. I understand what you're saying about the record, but the reason why I don't say the record is the Sixers was what, like 10-1 or something like that before the COVID thing, where they had to start sitting people down and playing, and then we took some lumps. So I don't think the Sixers. I don't think that the record. I think our record would have been way better.
I don't agree with that, because some people, they didn't have to sit down. Like Ben and Embiid didn't have to sit down. They sat down because they wanted to. But
that's not true. But go ahead.
That is true.
No, they said first they.
But for the Seth Curry point. My bad, Tim. We're going to need, let's not act like we're not going to need that scoring from Seth Curry.
Most definitely.
We're going to need it when we face these high-powered teams.
Most definitely.
Like the Nets.
No doubt.
He probably going to wake up against the Nets because they don't play defense. It's going to be like shoot around. It's going to be shoot around. Him and Korkmaz just going to be out there like.
See, we about to get another segment. That's a totally false narrative, but we'll go back to that later.
What's totally false?
We'll go back to that later.
What's totally false?
No, they don't play no defense.
The number. Hold on. What's your
they have
saying,
historical offensive numbers and defensive numbers.
Ethan, what do you say? Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't. Ain't that?
They don't. But they play. If you watch the game, they play off. Their defense is their offense. But they do. Listen, when you look at defense, ain't really a skill. Defense is effort. Defense is putting effort out there. Defense is 90% effort.
That ain't all the way true.
And defense is 90% effort, man. You got.
So is offense.
I mean,
offense is more skill.
Nah, it don't take effort to do it.
What?
It don't take effort to do it. So you saying if somebody knows how to
like Westbrook on you.
So if somebody knows how to shoot or this, that, and other, but they just lackadaisically going through it, they still gonna kill? No, you still got to put effort into it. When Embiid just lumbered down there playing like that and playing, you're like, yo, he got to go harder than that, don't you? So
let me ask you this: when you watched the game last night, right?
Yeah.
So the last couple minutes, what they playing defense? Was Harden locking up Kawhi? Was he playing? Did he put the effort in to play D?
Yeah, he played him nice.
All right, so stop saying they don't play D.
But you're saying I didn't say they don't play D. I said they can't play D. Which they, bruh, you want to give? Listen, it is what it is. Offensively, they are that great offensively, but they're just as bad defensively. You look at them games. Sometimes they sit there and be ripping and running up and down the court both ways. Nobody look like they can play defense.
What happens is the Nets force you to play their style of basketball because they put so much pressure on you. You get out of your game because they score so quick and so fast. They put pressure on your offense now.
The Nets is like an all-star team, all-star game. That's basically
they play deep offense.
Golden State had just as prolific an offense and they played defense. That's why they won. They had that prolific offense and they played defense. You still have to play defense.
Golden State didn't have these type scores, brother. Calm down.
They didn't have what? Why didn't they?
No, they did.
They had Seth, KD, Clay.
So
they didn't have that type of scoring?
No.
Seth Kyrie. Seth is Kyrie. KD is KD. And then you got
but guess what? So it's Harden better. It's a Harden a better score than Clay.
But guess what? Real. But Harden plays better defense.
Clay
and guess what?
It's about even.
It's even.
Guess what? The funny thing is,
how do you close? It's even.
The funny thing is,
hold on. It's you talk about one of the probably go down history one of the best scorers in the league. Elite scores. He's even with Clay.
I'm not saying he's even with Clay.
A lot. Clay could do everything that Harden can do.
Tim on his own with that.
Yeah, no. But wait, real quick. This is what I want to say. This is. Wait a minute, real quick though, Ephraim. It's a quick point. You want to say this is why they're not the same. Remember that year, Golden State used to rock teams so much early on that what's his name, Steph could sit out like the whole fourth quarter. They not doing that in Brooklyn. They got to play the whole game and play.
They're going overtime.
Minutes.
They're going to overtime.
Hold on. This team didn't even play 10 games together yet.
My thing is about defense. I hear your point, Ethan, but I disagree with it. The reason why I would say it's a skill. I mean, it's a lot of awareness that you need with defense. Like as a defender, sometimes you just understand where what they're trying to do. It's a mentality to it as well. It's kind of a chess game, really. So it is a skill when you playing defense. I understand a lot of it is effort too. I'm not diminishing your point with saying that, but it's a lot of skill. You think about from a defender standpoint, like a cornerback. A lot of it's instinct. You know what I'm saying? Some of that stuff you just gotta have in you. That is a skill. Instinct is a skill in a sense. So I'm saying, but my thing is, as regards Houston, you can't deny the numbers of their defense. You can't deny that.
You talking about Brooklyn?
I mean, I say Houston. I'm thinking about how hard in Houston. Yeah, Brooklyn. You can't deny the historically bad defense. These dudes have literally, and like to Wayne's point, they have not really, from the games I've saw, they haven't blown nobody out yet. As good as their offense is, ain't nobody get waxed. Did they hit anybody with a 30 ball yet? I mean, we saw a couple teams this year early on hit cats with Clippers got hit with a 50 ball where they got spanked all crazy. As good as their offense is, their defense suffers as well because they can't stop nobody. That's why I'm not scared of the Nets. Honestly, I'm not.
Listen, let's be honest. When them three dudes is rolling, it's going to be very hard for any team to compete. Let's not act like it's not.
You said it's going to be hard for any team to do what?
Compete. When all three of them dudes is rolling at the same time,
teams competing with them now. They ain't blowing nobody out.
But that's the thing we saying. I agree, Ethan. Who did they really blow out that they say, yo, I can't keep up with these?
I'm telling you, they only been together. They ain't even played 10 games yet.
I
mean,
they
played 10 games yet.
But I mean,
they blew OKC out by 22 points.
But are they not still balling like offensively though? So you're saying that they're going to score better more now?
You just asked me who they did.
I mean, anybody else? I'm saying. I mean,
you said they didn't blow nobody out. Now I told you one.
I just said to my. I didn't say that. I said to
they
my.
They blew
knowledge.
Utah out by 34, 130 to 96.
Okay,
but right. this what I'm asking. When you saying they only played
that's
10
only
games,
like two teams.
But when you're saying they only played 10 games together, where do you think they're going to get better? You think their offense is going to get better? Yeah. They already scoring. Already scoring at this historic clip. So you think the offense is going to be even better?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
Why do I don't understand why people think? I guess it's a human. It's probably a human innate because a human innate just to hate and not to want them see good. But or do good, but you can't deny you got 3 top tier players on the same team
on offense. Yes, we're not disputing
and everybody thinks it's not going to work. Come on,
we're not. Who said it's not going to work?
Y'all.
How? We just said we're not scared of them. We don't think they're as dominant as you're saying they are.
Why don't y'all think Maxey played much? You think it was a matchup thing?
I think Doc is really trying to see how. First of all, we 12-0 with the starting 5.
Yeah.
So being with 12-0, so regardless of what the Nets are doing, we undefeated. But I think he's trying to bring him in. Maxey really was playing a lot of minutes because he was doing that whole COVID issue. We had that whole COVID issues, and we had the issues with injuries. But I think now he don't really play rookies like that. He got to earn his minutes, and you got to force him to play him.
I still don't like that, but I mean, if we winning, I can't argue with it. But Tim, that to me, what you just said
goes to my point.
Goes to our point that me and Wayne was talking about earlier about players having to sit with this lineup in here with Doc with the full repertoire of weapons. Mm-hmm. We undefeated, and on top of that, we didn't have underneath the Brett Brown era. We didn't have these close amount of games. Remember, this schedule is extremely condensed. Yeah, this break we had from Sunday to Wednesday was the longest break we had since the season started. You know what I mean? So most of the time you either playing back-to-backs or you every other night. So, I mean, with that being the case, I mean, like I said, to me, the evidence is clear. The coaching, the culture and everything is completely changed, and that's why we're winning. I'm loving what I see. Now, let me ask y'all this, though. I was talking to one of my old heads earlier today, and obviously, I think we all kind of in agreement a little bit that if we could keep Ben, we would prefer to keep him. All right. If you could get obviously Jack LaVine or Bradley Beal and you had to trade Ben, I mean, I think most of us would acquiesce to the trade. Whatever. Since we want to keep Ben and we don't want to trade, is there somebody around the league who's not as a highly touted dude who may help us if we got to trade a Seth or a Danny Green who y'all would rather have?
Well, keep in mind, we do have that $8 million trade exception that we got for Al Horford. So if we making a trade, if we want to package that plus the $8 million, we can get like a really good player.
I actually don't think LaVine. I don't think LaVine is off the table. I think.
I'm just saying. I mean, because I'm the reason why I'm saying LaVine on the table. More than likely, you're gonna have to give up Ben to get LaVine. I don't see you getting LaVine without giving up Ben.
What about
you might not
dude
though.
From Sacramento? What's his name?
Buddy.
Yeah.
Buddy Hield. That's what I was thinking. He wasn't the first people popped into my mind.
I would actually be honest with you. If I had to choose between Danny Green and Seth, I might have to keep Danny Green only because he's playing better defense.
Yeah. Seth.
But see, this the only thing though. I don't think Seth is going to get you much off of a trade because now Danny Green has value because he has an expiring contract. Danny Green and who the other guy you said, Tim? There was Danny and
Buddy Hield.
No, the boy. I ain't know. What's his name? The tough guy.
Oh, Mike Scott.
Yeah, I think they got expiring contracts.
Yeah, they got expiring contracts.
I think Buddy got paid though. Buddy's getting a lot of money though. I think.
I don't think Buddy. I don't know. Maybe he picked it up, but he wasn't playing too well.
Like if we was playing Uno, Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons like the draw 4.
No.
They like the draw 4, or Ben is like the wild.
Ben is like a reverse.
He's like a wild card. But
Ben is a wild card.
But Seth.
Okay, I'll go with the wild card.
But Seth is like a 3.
No, Seth is like a skip. Right now, he like a skip. He hold a little bit of weight.
Skip Bellis?
Seth right now is a renege in spades.
No, listen. See, what y'all not gonna do? Seth was averaging 17 points a game before the Rona.
To 0.
And shooting 60% from 3.
That's
what
the
y'all
pass.
not gonna do is because the ball came back and not feeling good at the.
See, they living in the moment, Ephraim. They living in the moment. Listen, and I didn't joke and said all the stuff I said about Seth, but I give credit where it's due. This is my only thing about this whole team. When we talk about trades, I like the chemistry on this team. Now, if we start getting rocky and having issues, this, that, and other, but I think these guys actually like each other now. I think on the court, I think they have a chemistry where everybody understands what everybody's job is. And they look like they're getting better every game. So I'm not in a hurry to get rid of anybody that's a part of our core. But I get what y'all saying.
We're gonna hold the Nets to 115 points tops when we see them on Saturday. Book it. It's a wrap. I ain't worried about the Nets.
I'm gonna tell you what about the Nets.
Stifling.
The crazy part is about the Nets. Ben Simmons is probably going to drop around 20 points on them. Watch.
Ooh. He going
because they play his style. That rip and running, open court, running up and down. That's his style.
You gonna give us a pizza?
No, I ain't giving you nothing. I wouldn't give you nothing anyway. I'll give you a Doge coin.
Okay, Wayne. So I'm giving you the over under on Ben Simmons at 17.
I'm gonna take the over for against New Jersey.
Okay.
I got Kyrie. I'm got him holding Kyrie to like 22 points.
Because I think it depends on who they have.
Is he sticking Kyrie or is he sticking James Harden?
He gonna stick both of them. He gonna shut them both down.
They probably go Kevin Durant.
I would put
Toby gonna stay on KD.
Yeah, I think you kind of got to put because KD gonna get KD numbers anyway.
Why are we skipping the Portland game? I actually think, to be honest with you, I think Embiid shouldn't even play this game. I'd rather see him rest up, play that Portland game, then take the days off and play Saturday.
I want to see if he played a back. I mean, he done played quite a few back-to-backs.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
Oh, this is setting up for a loss to Portland.
Yo, he young. Is Embiid ain't even? How old is Embiid? 27, 28.
Embiid is
he got 65-year-old knees.
His knees ain't been bothered.
You don't have an American birth certificate. He might be 46.
Remember Dikembe Mutombo was 30 for 10 years?
Yeah, he retired at the tender age of like 54. When
Nobody ever found out how old he really is.
That's why he had that jersey number 55. That was his actual age when he got the league.
That's facts. But no, I mean, look, I hear.
Are you worried about Portland, Ethan?
Well, I mean, Portland been balling a little bit.
Dame got abdominal strain, so he's listed as questionable for tomorrow's game.
Oh, word?
Yeah, and then
Dame been balling.
And which McCullough's out with he's out. What's his backcourt partner again?
Who McCullough's out?
Yeah, McCullough's not even playing.
Oh, this should be a breeze. It's fitting to be a breeze then.
Yeah.
All I know is when we play New Jersey, if Seth don't snap out this next game, I might have to put him on the bench and had to start Thibault. Like
or
against
Shake.
the Nets.
Or
I would rather start Thibault against. You got to come out and try to at least stop them. Not even stop them, but have Shake. I don't know, but Seth right now is a revolving door.
I'm not. Yeah, he is. I'm
not.
Like that
Brooklyn's going to be playing a back-to-back too Saturday.
Maxey is better.
Yeah, they play Toronto Friday, then they play us Saturday.
Ooh.
Oh wow. Okay.
Maxey is
benefit us.
Maxey to me is better than Thibault and Shake Milton.
His defense ain't got nothing on Thibault. His defense ain't got nothing. Listen,
Thibault defense crazy. No, Thibault defense crazy. But you don't consider that with Ben, do you?
Thibault defense.
Now I said you a defensive. Now I said you love.
Wait. Let him finish this.
Thibault defense is actually better than Ben's. He's more active, he's faster. You don't think his defense better than Ben's?
Thibault can't play at center. Thibault can't stick as power forward. Thibault sticks guards and wingmen.
Listen, I'm talking about D when your man.
That is D. If you can,
I see what Ethan's saying. I agree with Ethan.
I see what he's saying.
You talking about? Hold on, you changing it. You always try to change it. I'm not talking about how many positions you could defend. Well,
on the ball, defense
strictly defense. He can't play center. I'm not talking about that.
Ben Simmons is better on the ball. Thibault gets a lot of his stuff off of when dudes go past him, and he do that reach around and block it from the side and the back.
He got a 7 foot.
Ben stays in front of his player. Ben stays in front of his man better than Thibault.
He wasn't staying in front of.
I think it's apples and oranges. I think both of them are really great defenders.
I
agree too. I mean, I was impressed how Thibault put the clamps on, and not that Blake.
Actually, I think they had some monster tonight.
But with the way Thibault played Blake the other night, like, I mean, that's how he get down. Thibault don't play no game. So, I mean, they both good defenders, I agree. But if I had to say who, to me, got a little better, who has better lateral movement and quickness, I think Thibault has that a little bit advantage over Ben. Ben's thing that he got over most people he defends, he got reach, he got wingspan. And he athletic, so that helps him out and recovers. You know what I mean? To make sure, nobody.
But I think Thibault defense is more about recovery than Ben is. If you look at Thibault, a lot of times he'll get rubbed off or he gets the guy get past him.
Rubbed off. You got to recover.
But he's good at reaching up and trying to deflect the ball from behind. That's what he gets a lot of. And he's been like that since the beginning. I like it, but I don't think that he's a better defender.
You know what the sad part is though? Ethan gonna be rooting for the Nets on Saturday.
You know he is.
Oh no, that's blasphemy.
That's sick, and it's gonna make my skin crawl. But guess what? He gonna come on the pod, watch his face after we win, and look how salty he gonna look when we come on the pod. I'm telling y'all,
he already set it up for the excuses. You hear it? Yeah, they coming off a back-to-back. They played a back-to-back set. Right. So you already know that's going. I'm saying they dropped 50 the night before. So
yeah.
So if Sixers lose to Portland tomorrow, the back-to-back has nothing to do with it.
We're not losing.
I'm not going to give them an excuse for it.
We're not
because like y'all said earlier, if that was the case, they should have put their foot on what's his name neck, and then they could have set the Bulls down.
When one team plays a back-to-back and another team doesn't, it's always affected in the
it does
in the point spread.
Listen,
I think Portland might have played. Did Portland play tonight? Portland might have played tonight themselves.
No, they played yesterday. They off.
Oh,
okay, all right.
But we're gonna wrap this thing up. Do y'all anybody got any final thoughts before we close out? Because we'll be right back here tomorrow evening.
Right. Oh yeah, that is true.
All right,
no, that's it.
Okay. Well, congratulations also go out to Doc Rivers. He was voted coach of the month for December and January to start the season out. And then Embiid was voted player of the month for the East. So Sixers, they did their thing for the month of January, and they included December because they last couple of days in December.
Who's your MVP? Who's your MVP right now?
Steph Curry.
I'll still go with B right now.
I'm still going with Joel Embiid.
I go with B too.
I do want to recant some things I said a little earlier. Just one statement in particular. This is to all the viewers out there and the Wayne and Tim. I said Draymond was better than Ben. I take that back. Listen,
thank you.
Draymond been playing like trash truck juice. So I'm taking that all the way back. So listen, I'm everybody who was listening and everybody who came at me in the comments, y'all right? Y'all got it. I will take Ben over Draymond. Yes, I will.
Exactly. Okay, I'm glad it's on the record. But listen, thank you for listening.
Let me ask, you Ethan feel the same way?
We gotta see how season goes on.
I ain't mad at
that. Don't forget to like the video, comment. We enjoy reading your comments, so continue commenting. And if you haven't subscribed already, you don't know what you missed. So subscribe to the channel. And I guess we'll see y'all in the next video. We'll see you on the next podcast. We out.
Deuces.
Peace.
Peace.